We create personal AI, or PAI for short. It's an intelligent avatar that looks like you, it talks in your voice, and it can do things on your behalf.
Hi, I'm Ross from Alphagrowth. We're at Blockworld today, and I'm here with Sho from ObEN, who's working on a personal AI. Sho, can you tell me about your product?
Absolutely, and hi everyone. ObEN, we're based in LA, and we create personal AI, or PAI for short. It's an intelligent avatar that looks like you, it talks in your voice, and it can do things on your behalf. And we're authenticating it, securing it on the Project PAI blockchain.
So what are some of the use cases? Why do I need an AI that looks just like me?
Yeah, so we're working in a variety of industries, including entertainment, healthcare, social, and retail. And our vision is to enable every person in the world to be able to create their PAI, to act as their digital identity or representative, so that you can, for example, have a PAI that you can share with your friends. It can sing and dance in your voice. Or we're, as mentioned, working in healthcare. We're making the PAIs of doctors and nurses to create new types of solutions in the healthcare space.
Solutions? What sort of solutions are those? Are those like individualized medicine where they can just type out an answer and then it speaks to a patient?
Yeah, we're still researching a variety of areas, but for example, some of the areas we're interested in are how PAI avatars can help with mental health, also within medical appointment reminders or medication reminders, and exploring how we can help streamline efficiencies for the hospital.
That's awesome. I know there's a lot of robots out there that are trying to mimic human interactions so that people will take their medicine because they love it or they adore it. If you think of Bitmoji and you think of like all the things they can do, it sounds like that, except a lot more advanced with personal information in it. And so you don't need a robot anymore because you can pretty much use your AI to figure out exactly what you're supposed to look like.
Yeah, so one way to think of it is like kind of an enhanced Bitmoji. It not only looks like you, it looks much more personalized. It's not a cartoon version of you, but it also embodies your voice. But it's so much more than that, because all of the data that's associated with PAI is being authenticated and secured on the blockchain, but then it's also within the individual. So we're reimagining the way that data is owned. So with PAI on the blockchain, the data is owned and controlled and managed by the individual, not a centralized entity.
Gotcha. So it's not just what you look like, it's all of your preferences. So then you were saying earlier you could open up an app like your Roku or Netflix, and you could interact with your PAI because it would ask you questions about what you want to do. Where do you see that going, or what do you see the use cases around that becoming?
Yeah, so entertainment is an area that we're actively in. We work with large partners in Asia, including SM Entertainment,
Nice.
which is the largest K-pop company. So what we're doing with them is making the PAIs of their celebrity roster to reimagine the way that celebrities and fans can interact. For example, I could probably never have the chance to have a conversation with my favorite celebrity, but now I can chat with their PAI, and they could sing me a happy birthday song, or they could be the voice of my Siri or Alexa.
So it allows you to be numerous places all at once.
Exactly.
And then the voice of your Siri or Alexa, so you're doing like automatic transcription to voice? You can emulate anybody's voice?
Yeah, so one aspect of our PAI technology is to enable personalized text-to-speech, or TTS, which is essentially what a Siri or Alexa is. So with a minimal amount of data, our technology enables you we can create your AI voice, and now you can power any smart speaker.
Wow, that seems like a huge technological advancement in and of itself. Is there other potential you see just for using that, or is PAI the only use case for TTS?
Yeah, many of the partners that we work with are interested in being able to customize the voice. For example, one of our partners in Asia, we're working with creating audiobooks, but instead of it being in a generic TTS voice,
like in your mom's voice?
now it can be in the voice of mom, or your loved one, or even your favorite celebrity.
That's awesome. Okay, let's dive into the technology of securing your identity. You said that you've got a PAI chain. Is that your own custom protocol? Is that Ethereum, or what does that rest on top of? And how do you authenticate, or how do people come to an agreement that I'm me and you are you?
Right. So ObEN has adopted the Project PAI blockchain, that's Project PAI blockchain, And through this blockchain, it's an open source protocol that enables anyone to take their PAI and authenticate it. So there's it's very similar to a KYC process. You would, verify your identity with your ID, and once it's authenticated, then you're able to unlock a variety of experiences on the PAI blockchain.
Gotcha. So you KYC to verify yourself, but then as you add more data to yourself, is there any additional consensus on your blockchain to verify that that data over time that's being added is also correct?
Yeah, so all of the data that you add onto the PAI blockchain is owned by the individual and is controlled by the individual, and then they have the ability to unlock certain permissions to others, or companies that might be interested in accessing it, whether it's for a healthcare solution or a social solution.
So you also provide a two-sided marketplace where I own my data, but if they want to use it for healthcare, I have the opportunity to almost sell my data?
So yeah, we believe that the data should be owned and controlled by the individual, and if the user wants to permission their data, they should also be compensated for it. And the currency that drives the overall PAI ecosystem is called PAI Coin.
And it lets you provision it, but then it also lets you pull it back at the end of that provisioning.
Yes.
And that's why the blockchain is necessary.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Interesting. Well, this has been great. Thanks so much,
Thank
Jo.
you so much.